Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the basics of doing the cube letter project. Okay, you probably want to start with a horizon line. This doesn't have to be straight. This is probably going to be your landscape when you're done, depending on what image you pick for your landscape. Remember, you can't draw that from your head. It has to be a picture you look up and draw from that. Okay? And you're going to put the vanishing point somewhere in the center. Now, when I do something like this, I like to sort of put guidelines. Now, probably the easiest one to do is just sort of like an arched thing. So that shows you where the top and the bottoms of the letters are going to be. Okay? If you want to get fancy, you could have this bend like that. You could have it go at an angle. If you do it at an angle like that, you're probably going to put your vanishing point over here instead. Okay, and just stick with there. Now again, you can choose what word you want to do. It could say imagination. It could say rainbow. It could say whatever you like. If you want, though, you can do your name, which is probably the easiest thing to pick. Now you're going to write your name in block letters. Okay? Now, if you're not comfortable writing in block letters, you can always write it normal first. And sometimes I'll do that just to make sure I have the spacing right. I'll write it out ahead of time real lightly. And then you could just go around the letters, almost like you're a force field going, like outlining the letters. Make sure you leave enough space there. Okay. Then once you have your block letters here, now you'll probably be using a ruler, but basically you find the edges of the letter. So here's an easy ledge. I'm going to draw a light line going down to here. Here's another one. It would stop here because of the thing there. This one would head towards the vanishing point. Okay. I can do this corner here and go down to the vanishing point. This you probably aren't going to see a whole lot here. Also keep in mind that this letter is going to be blocking some of this letter, and then a little bit of a one there. Once you have that, then you kind of cut off your letters and make sure it's about the same amount of space. Okay, so that your letter looks consistent. So here I'm going to go from there and there and there, and also there. So again, you can use a ruler for this to make it easier. Now I'm going to go from here to here and probably cut it there. Again, you want to make sure that this space is the same throughout the whole thing. So then here I'm going to go draw a line there. So you pick each corner and you draw a line down to it. Okay? And then once you have it the way you want, so again, I'm going to cut it off here. I'll follow this line and draw it there, like that. This line, there, like that. Okay? And then I would finish it. Now, if you are doing it in color pencil, then you'll probably want to come in and pick at least two colors. So let's say orange and red. That way you can do some shading. If you're just doing it in regular pencil, then you can just shade it. And you want to think about like where the shadow is. Don't just color it in. Try your best to make it as sort of 3D as possible. Think about the form of this. So I would go in and start shading these. I know it's going to be dark in there because that's dark. Same thing here. It's going to be darker in here. It's getting less light. Okay, but I'm leaving this a little bit lighter because it's probably getting some more light. Okay? Then once you have this finished, then you're going to look up a picture of a real landscape. Okay? No oceans with the sun and palm tree. No flat green ground with, popsicle trees, fake looking trees that you guys draw. It has to be real. So look up a real picture of a real tree and draw the real tree. Okay? Which would be far more organic than the ones that I see people drawing all the time. Okay? So you're going to do the whole drawing. So again, now this has 5 letters. Your word needs to have 5 letters or more. So make sure that you're picking. Now, if your name only has a couple of, like 4 letters in it, let's say your name's Juan, just talk to me and I'll let you know if that's okay. All right, good luck.